Hello and welcome back to Love Advice TV. I am joined by the one and only Coach Alex. Always a pleasure, as always, to have you in the studio.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for being on this YouTube channel.
Thank you for following us day in, day out. We know that you care because we can tell from the likes and the comments that you're showering us with. So thank you so much for this. The question today that I wanted to ask is one that I deal with every single day. And it's this notion of, is my ex testing me? Throughout the process of breakup recovery, you will have to face ups and downs. There's going to be moments where you're empowered. There's going to be moments when you doubt. And there's going to be moments when your significant other is testing you in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes it's to see if you've really changed. Sometimes it's to see if you have moved on. Other times it's just basically to just get that reassurance and that validation that they still have all the power. You will be tested in many different ways. Alex, can you talk about this? When an ex is testing you and how to tell if it's just a test or if they are really, doubting themselves, for instance.
Yeah, I feel that, and maybe we can share our thoughts about that, but I feel that in the process of getting back with someone that you really love, you will be tested every time, every second. I want to make sure that you understand that. Sometimes it's consciously, that means your ex is really trying to test you, but most of the time it's unconscious. Subconscious, sorry. So you need to understand that because every situation, in subconscious?
Mm-hmm. It's in his subconscious mind.
Okay. Every situation in his subconscious mind, your ex will try to analyze every word, every action, every gesture
Mm-hmm.
that you will have. And this is something that you need to really pay attention. So I love to tell my coaches that every single second your ex is testing you. And that's why you need to be really focused on who you are and not what he or she is doing. Because if you have a reaction, then you lose the control of the situation. And one mistake means you need to come back from the beginning. So you can grow in the process of getting back. You do one mistake, we have to come back from the beginning and rebuild all the process. So I'm so sorry to tell you that, but the more I study the NLP, so neuro-linguistic programmation, that's something where we study the brain and the emotions, the mind and the emotions. So you need to pay attention. The more I studied this NLP training, the more I understood that we are really always testing each other. And you need to be careful about every action, words, and also emotions that you will share. That doesn't mean there is a perfect method to apply. That's not true. It's just the process of rebuilding yourself need to be the truth and not just a game that you are playing. So this is my vision, that we are always be testing each other consciously or subconsciously, and there is no way to act. It's just you need to really change, and that's why we do this. A lot of videos. I know it's hard, it's painful, it takes time, but I'm not seeing like a tweak or a perfect formula.
Yes, Alex is absolutely right. How could your ex be sure that this relationship can work again if you did not alleviate some of their doubts, right? If we got here in the first place, it's because they lost faith in your ability to change, and they lost faith in your ability to make them happy. And before they're gonna jump back into a relationship, before they're gonna invest and pour their heart into you again, they need to be sure. And they will test you, and it's okay as long as you're really doing the work, as long as you have truly invested in understanding what went wrong and coming up with a plan and taking action to build new patterns. And I always tell people who ask me, how am I going to prove to my ex that I've changed? I always tell them, the hard part is not to prove to someone that you have changed. The hard part is to actually change. Once you have changed, you just have to be yourself, and you will be a living, breathing proof of that change. So if you're doing the right things, if you're approaching this process the right way, you want your ex to test you. because it will only prove to them that you are of higher value, that you are more confident, that you are detached, and that you can make them happy. It's when an ex is not testing you sometimes that they're actually moving on and building a new life, okay? So being tested by your significant other, in a sense, is a good thing. It shows interest, and it shows that they have not closed the door. As Alex rightfully, brilliantly pointed out, though, every second of every day is a test. This is what life is about. It's a constant stream of tests to see if we're going to do good or do bad. Are we going to rise up, or are we going to, kind of throw in the towel? So this process of breakup recovery is one big test. And your ex is just an actor along in that big process. But forget them, forget what they do, forget them trying to test you, because if you start to overthink things, you will be thrown off course. Worry about you and your process of personal transformation, and then it doesn't matter. When you're ready for a test, you embrace the test. When you're not ready for a test, it's scary, right? So that's how I see it.
Yes, and I want to share something with you, because I know that you are always looking for experience that we had in coaching or for success stories. I have coached this amazing man who were a little bit needy and jealous in the relationship. And he told me, Alex, how can I react to a test? And we were focusing on the coaching on it, and the conclusion was, you should just tell her that you are looking and you are knowing that she's testing you. And this is what happened. She was trying to speak about one of her colleagues that is nice, he just joined the team, and she was looking at how he will react. And he did something really good, and I want to share this with you. He told me this, I put my hand on her shoulders and I told her, I know you want to see the same jealous man, but I'm sorry, I'm not this guy anymore.
Wow.
And that is just show her that, okay, now it's done. You don't have to test me. I'm here and I'm really, can I say, like, you're really grounded, exactly. Thank you so much. So you need to understand that there is no perfect situation. I cannot tell him to do that because I'm not him, but I can help him to have the confidence to make sure that he can answer to every test. So it's not something that you should do. It's not working for everyone, but it's just for you to understand what is our role as a coach. And it's kind of being trustful. It was like, I'm not this guy anymore. You don't have to try to test me. Let's enjoy the coffee that we are having. And this is something I really want to share with you.
Amazing. It's confidence, it's well-being, and it's true change. You cannot fake a natural reaction like this unless you are more confident and you're detached.
Exactly. And honestly, if I was the ex, what could I say? I'm like, okay, he has the power, he has changed. I could not say anything else.
That's right.
So yeah, I just want to share this because I was also impressed as a coach. Sometimes I learn as a coach every single situation.
Of course.
And this is why I want to share this with you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this insight.
Thank you.
It's fantastic. So, embrace the tests, be confident and prepared to deal with them, and focus on the things that you can control, and good things will happen to you too. As always, for Coach Alex and myself, thank you for tuning in. Keep fighting the good fight, and see you soon on Love Advice TV.
Bye-bye, guys.